Okay, the next step is we want to do the query. So first of all, what we need to learn, so there is one of the chapter is a classes. So this is one of the basic concept as a classes. In this concept only, you know what is the select statement, what is the from statement, everything you will learn on here itself only. So in here actually the classes means this is actually one of the basic things. So without classes we can't run the query. Okay, so we need to know what are all the classes we have. First class is a select class. Next is the from class. So like that we have many classes. I will come each class in each by each day every day. So first of all we want to go with the select class. Select class means now we have the one of the box. So you can consider this is a box. Inside the box you have the lots of colors, like you can see the red color, you can see the yellow color, you can see the green blue color, like there are three colors you have. Now I'm telling to you, you can just select the yellow color. What you have to do, you have directly go to the you have to open the box and directly select any one color, right? So if you have the multiple things means you have to do selecting, right? You have to selecting, this is what we are calling as a selecting, right? So we have to selecting the any one color. So exactly this is what it's doing in the select statement. Okay, which means select is doing for the selecting the column. So selecting is used to selecting the column. Okay, so actually this is what our table. So now you can see what is the column. Column means what are all the heading. So this is a heading of this records, right? So this is a column. So this is one column, this is another column. So column means this is a column. So if you have the table like this means, so here we have to see the column 2 and column, so column 3. This is what the column actually, this is what they are calling as a column. So row means this is what the row. So which means this is a first row, this is a second row, like that. Okay, so this is what the column, this is what the rows. Okay, now select is used to selecting the column. So it is used to selecting the particular column. So like that they told. So what is the select is using, so it is used to selecting the particular column. Now you can see there are many columns we have, right? Like employee id, first name, last name. You can consider like a yellow color, blue color, green color. If you want to pick any one color means we have to select any one color, right? Exactly, the select is used to like that only. So now what I need to do, given to the select class. Okay, in select, after what we need to do in the syntax, as per the syntax is, after the select only we have to mention the column name. So the column name means whatever we have in the table, that column name only we can select. Here you can see I am going to select the first name column. So I just go to the in here inside in this place, I just even use the first name, that column. Okay, now if I ran this column, it will never work, if it will failure. Why it got failure? We want to know which table contains this first name column. If I'm telling to you go and take that yellow color, where you go? So you are asking where I need to go. So I'm telling go and take the yellow color. Array, where I need to go, so I don't know where I need to go, right? So I am telling go to this box, from that box you can take it the yellow color. Now you can understand. Oh, so okay, inside the box we have the yellow color, from that box we can get it the yellow color, right? So that is what actually this error got throwing. So I'm telling to select first name. Here it is asking to us where I need to select here. So you are asking to the select first name, where actually the first name has been stored. So the first name has been stored on in this table only, right? So this table name is calling the employees. Okay, so exactly the English. Okay, select first name from employees. You can understand now. Select first name. You
Yeah.
have to selecting the first name from where you are taking, from employees table we are taking. Now if I ran, you should you should closed with your query with the semicolon. Without ran the semicolon, it will throw the sometimes the error. I will tell what are all the times for it throws the error. So first of all you have to do select first name from employees ends with a semicolon. Now I just ran. You can run three ways. One of the way is just select the query, then you can click the run button. then this will run. Okay, another one is just click your mouse any of the location from this query. Inside this query you can click in this place or inside this row, so entire row also it is considering. So or else entire inside the query also it is considering. Just click any one place. Now click the run button, automatically it will run. Otherwise you need to know, you need to do one more thing. So you can just click the inside the query or sometimes inside the query and click the control enter, that is also will throw the output. Okay, now I'm going to the first output. Just I'm just selecting the query, click the run button. Now you can see it is selecting the one column only, right? So now I'm going to the if I want to select the last name only, so what is the query I need to write? I want to see the last name only.
Select last name from employees.
Select last name from employees ends with semicolon. So now I am just I'm not going to the selecting whole query. I just click on in here. Now I'm just write the just click on the run button. Automatically it's come. Okay, you don't want to click inside the query. You can click the outside the query, but it should be on same line. So if it is the same row also, it will throw the output. Like you can see, like it will throw the output. Okay, so this is second way. Or else you can do one more thing. You just click on here any places. Just click the control enter, so that is also showing the output. Okay, so now you can see we can select the each by each column, like first name we can select and last name we can select. I can just write in the this is okay. From after the from we should use the table. So this is what the syntax. From class is used to selecting the selecting the table. It is used to selecting the table. From where we have to selecting the table. So now we can see now we need to know why actually they are previously we are storing the data in our database only, right? So here only we are storing the data. Suddenly how the table is comes to the picture. Now we need to know why they are actually storing the data in our database. So you can see this is a database. Inside the database we have these columns, like a Jan column, Jan and Feb, and one more thing is March. Now I have the data one one one. So now there are data has been shuffled like this, like that we have to kept the data like this. So now you can see I want to know which month of data for this one, which month of data is this one?
Jan.
Okay, this one or this one? You can consider like a, can we consider as a Jan or can we consider as a Feb? We are don't know, right? So exactly for this one we don't know where it is comes. So that is what actually the issue. So if we are storing the data in our database randomly, it will store any of the places. Like we can take an example. If we are going to the library, that library having the books, lots of books they are actually kept. So all the books are they are shuffled means you are not able to get the exact book. Like if you want to searching the any of the book, you should not identify the exact book if it is a collaborating for the all the location. What they are actually doing, so actually they are doing for the separating those books. Like a history books goes to the line number 1, so this place you can go from that year only you can get it the history books, and that next row you can get it for the science book. Like that if we are doing separation means then only you can get it the directly. If they both are combined, both are collapsed all the books means we are getting the data, it's more confused, right? So that is what actually what we are going to do. So in here instead of doing instead of storing the all the data without directly into in this database, they are actually doing one more thing. Just they are creating the one of the table. So now they are just creating like this. Now you can tell who this one where it's coming from. Jan. This one it's Feb. Okay, now how it is we are confirmed because we are separated for each and each, right? So that is what we are creating the table inside the database. So we don't want to confuse the data. If you are storing the data in our database means it will be getting the confused, all the data will be collapsed. So instead of that doing, we can create one more table. From the table we can store all the data. From the table we can get the data. So that is what we are creating the table. Now you can understand why they are actually storing the data inside the table. Okay, so now we are, you can see these are all the information about the employees information, which is the employees means like Steven, one of the employee, he is working one of the company, that company he is getting the salary of 24,000. So this is the department he is working. So there are most information actually they are kept in here. Okay, so now we'll see how do we have to single column selection. So single column selection. So tell me I want to view the first name only. So how you have to write the query? Select.
Select
Mm-hmm.
first name
First name. Mm-hmm.
from
Mm-hmm.
table name employees.
Yeah, exactly. Super. From the table name, employees table, we have to get it the data. So this is what actually we are getting the data. So first one single column we can select. Now we are going to select the multiple column. So we know how to select the single column. Now we will try to select the multiple column in simultaneously, so single time. So just going with the multiple column. So now you can see I have the two columns, employee ID column and first name column. Now how to select the employee ID column? Select. I need to write the select. Just return the employee ID and first name, and from where we have to getting the data from these two columns.
Table. Table.
Which table? Which table is the table name
Employee.
is a employees table. Super. So now you can see if I ran, so I can provide the two columns, right? One is a employee ID column also I gave. Another one is a first name column also I gave. If I ran this, it will never throw the error, but it will show, it will never comes with the two separate columns. You can see, I can see only for the ID
Yes.
column records only. What is the issue is happening on here? You can see there are two columns in here. I can see there are two columns. One is employee ID column, but another one is a first name column, but but I'm not able to taking the two columns in simultaneously. The issue is we should use a comma. So comma means it is a column separator. Comma means it is a column separator. So which means this is a one column, this is a one column. If you are not using the comma, SQL considering as a both are single column, like that it is considering. Okay, so instead of like that, if we are providing the comma, now it will be understanding, oh, this is a one column, this is a one column. Now if I'm ran this, now you can see this one column and another column, you can get it right. So
Yeah.
how we can get it with using the comma only. So now now I need to get it for the first name column and last name column, both should be comes to the single query. So first name also need to come, last name also needs to be come. So how do you write the query?
Select
Select
first name,
first name,
comma, last name.
comma, last name. Super. So what do you mean by the comma?
It's a separator.
Separator of the column. Super. So I just ran this query. So I just control enter. I click the control enter, automatically the query will run. Now I can see the two different columns, right? So this is how we have to selecting the multiple columns. Okay, multiple columns means we have to do the using the comma separator. Now in this table actually having the lots of columns. You can see employee ID, first name, last name. If you want to all the columns means if I write the each and every columns means it is not good. If I write the employee ID, first name, last name, and another
No.
column is a email, another, like if you have the 100 columns means if I write the each by each column means it will taking the more time, and also it is not good to write the query. So query also getting the very huge query. So this is not good. What we need to do, we have one more option. So that option is called the all columns. Now we are going to select the all columns. Selecting all columns. So in single query, I need to write all columns and all rows, everything it should be run. So like a I don't want to the each by each column. I need to I want for the all entire column needs to be comes to the output. So how do we have to write the query? You can write the query using the select. In this time I don't want to mention the column name. Instead of the column name, you can use the star. So star means this star only they are calling as a all columns. This is what they are actually calling the star, all columns. Okay, so here actually they are not calling as a star. That star has another name is a asterisk. So that asterisk also we are not going to call. Instead of that star or asterisk, we are calling as a all columns. Okay, are you understanding what it mean by the all
No.
columns? All column means it will be directly selecting the all column. So select all column. From where I need to select? From employees
Table.
table. Exactly. So now I just ran this query. You can see all the columns has been selected, right? Now you know how to select the single column, how to select the multiple column, how to select the all columns. Are you understand for these points?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So this is what actually exactly it's doing these classes. Now you can tell without select or from, or can we select the data? Can we select the column? Can we
No.
select the tables? It is not possible, right? So that is what these classes are most important. It is very basic concepts. Like the classes is used to selecting the, like it is used to writing the query with basic level. Like if you have the select, then only we have to write the query. So there are many classes we have in the real time. Actually, we are using for the few classes only. Anyway, we have the hundred of classes. Now you can see we have the dictionary book, right? In the dictionary book, we are that if we are taking the alphabetic A only, there are 1,000 words actually they are given to us. But we are not going to using in real time all 1,000 A start with the A words, right? We are just using for the few words only in our real time with using the start with the A word, right? Like that only. Classes has hundred of classes. We are not going to use on all or all 100 classes. In real time actually they are using for the 10 or 15 classes only. So those classes I will teach you in here itself only. Okay.